Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Moon versus Sock. This game taking place here on Echo Isle. This is taken from DreamHack Asia. I've purposely been trying to avoid some of the news from there, so if you guys haven't seen any of the games or just want to hear me cast them even though you know the final results, know that I don't know very much about it. Anyway, Sock has spawned as the human player over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Moon spawning over here on the top left with a hidden Ancient of War. All right, Ancient of War all the way down across here, close to the expansion location. Interesting call here. Ancient of War being this far down, Militia is going to be looking for an Ancient of War by this mercenary camp and not being able to see it. He's probably going to perhaps head off to the north next to see if there is a mercenary camp in at this creep camp and not find it either. A little bit of an odd opening, I must say. Altar of Elders is going to go ahead and train. Is it going to be a Keeper of the Grove? Yes, it will. And Moon having, a particular strategy here coming into this game. Meanwhile, Archmage is going to be training up as well. We are looking at a barracks. Pretty standard opening. That second farm is, remember, off on the other side of the map. And for all you guys who watch me daily and you wondered where I was yesterday, my youngest child, a little bit, 14 months, 14, 15 months now. Yeah, 15 months now. She was, didn't want to sleep through the night. So wife and I were taking some turns, trying to put her down, trying to see if she would actually go to sleep. She wasn't. And eventually I took the second shift, and um, when your child doesn't sleep comfortably for a couple of hours, it just turns into a little bit of a exhausting situation. Anyways, Keeper of the Grove now on the move, are already coming down across. You're gonna go ahead and clear out that 533 creep camp. At the Ogre Magi, Ancient of War is still walking on over there, and we are going to see a little bit of damage being added. Are we perhaps going to be looking at, summoning some Trents? Yes, there we are. There goes the ensnare onto the Archer, as one Trent is a little bit too far away, and now this Ancient of War really needs to eat some more trees or get some repairing going. Meanwhile, down across here, Wisp is going to get taken down. Yes, it does. Sock gets a little bit of bonus experience clearing that up, and is now going to go ahead and try and set up his own expansion over here on the bottom right. Ogre Magi taken down here, picking up a Ring of Protection +3, not the item he was looking for. Ogre Magi with that Bloodlust really doing a lot, and this creep camp really doing a lot more damage than I would have expected for a simple 533 creep camp. Hello, Crota. How are you? Thank you for streaming and all the YouTube content. I am doing well, a little bit more, or significantly more well rested than yesterday. And thank you for tuning in, dropping on by. Thank you for all of the subs from my YouTube community. If you guys do have an Amazon Prime sub out there, definitely consider using it for me. I try to hold around 25 subs. It's really what keeps me. Every little bit of resource definitely helps out here. It's not like I get sponsored or invited to cast any major events. So, then again, even if I did, I'd have to take off a vacation in order to do so, which I've done in the past. So, major sponsors or major event people out there, if you're looking for a B streamcaster or anything like that, definitely let me know. Hey, Kaliwag, how you doing? Archmage, Footman, now moving around once more. We are getting up a Tree of Life. Keeper of the Grove is now setting up an expansion for himself, and this is perhaps catching Sock a bit off guard. Normally, Night Elf does not fast expand on Echo Isle, and the fact that he's fast expanding on Echo Isle with that Tree of Life, and this was like a very fast expand, and not your typical, oh, are we going to see a Forest Troll Shadow Priest abolish magic? No, we are not. We could see a Forest... Water Elemental could end up getting taken down. One or two more shots. No, timed life comes to an end, and he wastes that little bit of mana right there. If he had committed to it earlier, it would have been some extra experience. I am broke at the moment. Sorry, will help out in a couple months. You know what? You support how you can when you can. Yeah, don't feel bad about this. If I was doing it for the money, well, I would stop doing it because there's really yeah, I don't know. A lot of people seem to think like everyone on Twitch, makes a large amount of money. No. It's like professional sports. in professional esports. Like that very, very, very top 1% make a decent living, and well, no, not even top 1%, like that top 0.001% make a decent living, and everyone else just kind of like fizzles out in the minors, so to speak. Anyways, let's go come back across here. Keeper of the Grove gonna finish off one water elemental. There's some detonations. Archmage losing quite a bit of mana as they're making its way back down. A large platoon of footmen right here. Are we gonna see the footmen trying to make their way down here as we see an entangle go down onto that footman right there? Well, that footman seeing the rest of his squadron be leaving him behind as the Keeper of the Grove is now at level 3. Meanwhile, off to the north here, oh, this could turn into a dangerous situation as the Keeper of the Grove now making its way over, does have level 2. Oh, does he spot this? Yes, he does. Waiting for that last hit. Who's going to get that last hit? Well, no, Archmage did not get the last hit. Water Elemental does not get the last hit. Entangle now onto that footman as we see ensnares go down. Archer trying to make their way over Archmage, or Keeper of the Grove going to try and finish off this footman there. Going to get in another entangle off on another unit once more, and well, there goes one footman death, but it is not giving any experience to Moon right now, as we're looking at this footman down to 52, 32, 13. One more, yep, entangle, lean bit of damage to take it down. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Anyway, let's enjoy Warcraft 3. Yeah, I hope. Well, my daughters should all be asleep right now. So, well, let's hope that they stay that way until they're supposed to wake up, and then hopefully they will do what they are supposed to do. Zoc sitting at 36 supplies. Same thing with Moon. Both sides taking the tier 2. It looks as though, yep, both sides taking the tier 2 at pretty much the same pace, but Zoc is going to be able to get a little bit more gold going. There is an army of piercing damage already coming back across here. Forestral Shadow Priest trying to back away. Are we going to see a Water Elemental deny? I don't know if that was a deny right there or not. Keeper of the Grove does have a little bit more experience for all of his efforts here, as a footman will end up getting taken down again. So really heavy harassment from the Keeper of the Grove, and all of that entangled, constantly taking down footmen everywhere on the map, and he could try and do it again. Zoc has really heavily invested into footmen, and he's now constantly being forced to try and train up more and more to keep this going. All right, we're looking at the footman down to 88 hit points. Is he going to get taken out? One more attack should be enough. We're looking at another deny right there once more. And, well, Zoc has probably taken out as many of his footmen as Moon has as well. Are we going to see an entangle? Yes, we are. Little bit of piercing damage. He is not attacking either. And that is going to be a heavier loss once there, as the Keeper of the Grove is now sitting at 3.5. Crota should become Crota WC. At this point in stage in the game, if I try to change up anything, it actually hurts my YouTube, like, search engine optimization and all of that. I tried to change to Crota Gaming, but it was already taken. The fact that Activision chose to name a Destiny boss after me also hurts my search engine optimization as well. Yeah. So looking up Crota in a game, unless you search for Warcraft 3 specifically, I don't come up. Anyways, Mountain King going to be coming back around here. We are looking at, well, Trent's joining in on the battle. Keeper of the Grove rather low on mana and on hit points. All the Moonwells should be fairly full. Moon now up to, what, 6 Moonwells or 4 Moonwells here. Right there and right there as well. So what is he going to do with those Moonwells? How are they going to translate, as we're looking at a bunch of, well, Murloc just spreading poison across multiple units? Let's trend Crota SC on Twitter. No, you don't. Trending me on a Twitter wouldn't really get anywhere, but thank you for the kind. Well, thank for the vote of confidence. Archmage just shy of level 3. Mountain King on its way to level 2. Demon Hunter picking up Claws of Attack +5, and also that Staff of Preservation. Are we teching the tier 3? We are, and we are already at Dual Ancients of Lore, training up some Mountain Giants. So Mountain Giants already being trained, simply skipping the Dryads and the Bears, going straight into Mountain Giants. And those Mountain Giants are going to come as quite a bit of a surprise here, as the Archmage, well, excuse me, Mountain King going to go ahead and Stormbolt right there. Mountain King coming back around. Does he go for Bash? No, he has Thunderclap. But the Mountain Giant going to be able to taunt, absorb quite a bit of damage here, as there is a large piercing damage army right behind it. Keeper of the Grove making sure to constantly just use well, Entangle to shut down many of those footmen as Sock's army is now transitioning into riflemen. Okay, a large rifleman army going up against, well, a army of mountain giants in a front line. That is going to be rather difficult as well, as we see Staff of Preservation trying to save some of those units. Oh, Forest Troll Shadow Priest getting finished off right there. You're out of mana. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Keeper of the Grove now with Claws of Attack +5. Heading back home. There's a quick reveal. Was it a Crystal Orb? Yeah, Crystal Orb by the Mountain King, as the Mountain King does have level 2 Thunderclap and level 1 Stormbolt. Coming down here, Demon Hunter looking to get to level 3, a little bit behind so far. Going to finish off some of these Murloc Nightcrawlers as well. Demon Hunter is it going to get there? That is the question right now. One Murloc Nightcrawler trying to chase after all those units finally gets to level 3 with level 2 mana burn, and that is going to change things up. All right. I just realized why I am so confused. It's Archmage Mountain King here with Moon's information here, while Sock is here with Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, a hide information here. So the overlay is just a bit confused. My apologies. Not quite sure what to make of that. Riflemen do in fact have 1-0 upgrades. Let's take a look back here. 14. Yep, it looks more like this is Sock's information. So the information is right. The left and the right side. Yeah, it'd be even more confusing if it was a mirror match. 59 supply going up against 68 Archmage, Mountain King, and no third heroes coming in from anywhere as a couple of Trents just walk on through. We are getting up a Blood Mage as that third hero. No surprise there, as we're looking at it. Well, is the Trent going to be able to finish off? No, the Militia is still getting healed up. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 4 does have Orb of Venom. Are we getting up a third hero? No, we are not. Are we going to go ahead and head to the tavern? No, we are not. Keeper of the Grove. Well, Demon Hunter, no Orb of Venom item. We are getting up a couple Druids of the Claw. They could just be used for simple. Oh, let's see. Two more shots could finish it off. No, it doesn't. Flying Machine able to fly on by. Keeper of the Grove. Well, perhaps the Moon should get an Orb of Venom on the Demon Hunter as well to try and clear things up. That one Flying Machine just, well, has seen better days hanging around above these trees. Archmage with the Mountain King ready to roll on in. Riflemen, Priest are here as well. Adept training. I don't believe we are going in for Inner Fire. We are getting into Animal War training to try and get, well, Knights out onto the battlefield. One barracks, though, is very difficult to run off of if you're trying to train up Knights while getting Animal War training, while getting Sundering Blades, as the Demon Hunter going to rush on into the front side. Oh, there is a Stormbolt onto an Illusion, and that was just a great play right there. Hippogriff trying to retreat back here. A little bit of Mortar Team damage trying to flop across the board, as we're going to get in perhaps some mana burns onto that Mountain King. Are we going to get another mana burn onto that Mountain King? Mountain King has plenty of mana right now. There's a Thunderclap. There's another mana burn once again, as we're looking at damage coming through. Beautiful Staff of Sanctuary saving that Knight right there, as the Druids of the Claw are going to perhaps trying to get in some rejuvenations as well. Another mana burn. Well, no, siphon mana from that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now low on mana, as Mana Flare now just coming across here. Mana Flare getting damage onto some of the casters in that backside. Ancient of War alongside the Mountain Giants fighting their way through. Mountain King trying to, well, retreat back from 3 bears, as well as the Druid of the Claw may get taken down to, well, dead, as it was not Staff of Preservation. Demon Hunter continuing to push on through here. Blood Mage has fallen at level 1. Keeper of the Grove, Staff of Sanctuary saving another unit. Mountain King does have temporary invulnerability, trying to find another unit to take out, as a Staff of Sanctuary saves a Druid of the Claw, and a Rifleman gets taken down. Pretty even battle right there. 76 supply now going up against 82. Sock finally, or now choosing to go into high upkeep for just a moment, breaking high upkeep. Perhaps gonna just train up some more units and then break into high upkeep again. I take it back. There are 2 barracks, which is pretty necessary if you're trying to go for Knights. If you're going for Knights, and well, you're trying to train up, get Sundering Blades, get Animal War training, and then get Knights. Having all of that queued off of one production building just doesn't seem to work. Also, the same reason why you go for dual Arcane Sanctums if you are going for Priest and Sorceresses or Spellbreakers. You just want to be able to keep up with that production. Sock making a move over here to the bottom left. Inner Fire has been researched. We're taking a look at Priest with maxed out mana, that Brilliance Aura. Well, always going, always passive, really helping out. More Inner Fire coming across here. There's a mana burn, and then Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter currently away from all of the action, needs to come back through the other way. Ancient of War uprooted with 7 armor. Well, cannot take that much damage from all of those riflemen and mortar teams, able to push on in pretty easily. However, it did buy time as the Demon Hunter was able to make its way back through again, and now in comes the battle here. All right, Mana Bird, wow, detonations going across the board. Mortar teams lobbing team damage into the back. Dryads have to be very careful as we're looking at a couple of peasants just causing traffic on the highways here, getting the surround on the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant trying to break out of this paper bag, but he is still just unable to really engage against the units he needs to engage in. Mountain King gets up to level 4, siphoned mana onto the Blood Mage. Blood Mage now trying to retreat. The Knight most likely going to get a Staff of Sanctuary here in just a second, as it is still in that front line, probably being watched very closely. No! Sock allows a Knight to get taken down as the units are still chasing their way through. More detonations coming back across. A big Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 67 hit points, able to go ahead and get Staff of Preservation to back out. Staff of Teleportation to come back in. And the oldie but goodie trick of the Demon Hunter. You try to get so much damage onto him, but with evasion and with armor, only to get its Staff of Preservation and then come back in without a problem. All right, more damage coming back on through. Blood Mage down to 420 mana, and now could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as the Demon Hunter pushes back to the other side. 69 support. There's a Staff or Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Staff of Sanctuary. Archmage now is going to try and retreat. A Priest going to get taken down. Yes, it does. But the remaining unit's going to be able to head away. Not much going on, Crimson Carnage, except for the carnage in this game here. Nearly fully upgraded Mountain Giants and Bears in this frontline. Dryads also benefiting quite a bit. While we are looking at the human side of the army, mortar teams, knights, priest, and now even adding in a couple of sorcerers or sorceresses. So sorceresses coming through. We're looking at 77 supply over 90. Sock a little bit low on lumber. Meanwhile, Moon, while continuing to put pressure with some of these, perhaps trying to take down some of these peasants while they are mining. All right, Staff of Sanctuary to bring in a Priest. The Priest is already back at full hit points, should be able to easily dispel magic here. Just a one-way ticket to head back home, finishing off some of those units. 79 supply compared to 80. Sock and Moon, very even in this stage and pacing of the game. Blood Mage and Archmage, both with Staff of Sanctuary now, so cooldown is not going to be as big of an issue. Hello, good morning, Chicago. We're looking at, well, a couple more Inner Fires getting cast across all of these units here. Siphon mana into that Mountain King. Keeper of the Grove could accidentally get Stormbolted. No, trying to dodge some, well, damage right there. What the flying machines trying to go after those fairy dragons. There's a roar now, and in comes the damage. Mana Burn, Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter losing quite a bit of mana. Entangle onto the Mountain King. Demon Hunter trying to break free right there. Are we going to see perhaps another bit of Mana Burn? More damage coming back across. Demon Hunter does have an Orb of Venom as well, as both sides are just constantly trying to fire away. All right, there is a little bit more siphon mana. Mountain King mana once again. Demon Hunter just going after that backline unit as the, well, Bears are taking quite a bit of damage. So far, Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Could try to perhaps use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. No, hasn't used it just quite yet. Hippogriffs joining in onto the battle. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Down to 6 hit points. Gets taken down even with a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. A Stormbolt from the Mountain King stopping that in its tracks. Level 4 Mountain King, well, getting more mana once again, and with the Demon Hunter gone, well, needing to get perhaps forcing a resurrection at the tavern. Yes, forcing a resurrection at the tavern. Demon Hunter now back in the game, but that is an expensive loss. As Sock should be, Sock has the gold advantage right now and should be able to perhaps buy a couple of potions of or scrolls of healing to offset any damage as well. All right. Well, Blood Mage does not have a Staff of Sanctuary. It's currently sitting on that Mountain King. Mountain King having a large amount of hit points. Stormbolt straight up onto the Demon Hunter, but it's just an illusion. Mana burn right there as all the units trying to retreat back away. Same strategy again, using an illusion on the Demon Hunter to bait a Stormbolt there and then follow up with a great attack. All of a sudden, Archmage could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability continuing to try and retreat. More damage adding back in again. Are we going to see a little bit more damage onto that Knight? No, it is going to get Staff of Sanctuary away. More mana burn as the Demon Hunter trying to get inside or get into that front line spot. Siphon mana once again. The Blood Mage taking mana, however, breaking free. We're looking at level 5 now on the Mountain King. Level 3 mana burn most likely. The call here as we're looking at more damage coming back. No, Demon Hunter has not used its skill as of yet. Keeper of the Grove currently low on mana. Staff of, I believe that was the Staff of Preservation as a bear now getting taken out as well. All right, low hit point mortar teams trying to retreat to the back. More taunting coming on through. Archers in the backside here. And this is an absolute bloodbath going on everywhere as a bunch of units are to be saved once again. That poison damage from the orbs of venom don't kill units, and what ends up happening is that Sok is just constantly retreating with those units, allowing them to be saved. Aren't Dryads immune to that? It got us. MK got to get in that backline or clap the life out of those Dryads. Yeah, no, Dryads are immune to that. There are a couple of archers in the back though. The problem is that the mountain giants are also constantly taunting as well, and if you run back that far, you are going to expose yourself to more mana burn, and most likely you won't have the mana for that clap by the time you get into that back line. So yes, it sounds good in theory, but eventually you're just going to find yourself without mana in that back line and perhaps even get entangled and overexposed. So difficult strategy overall. Mountain King, yes, using up a clarity potion, has invisibility, and an invisible clap might be what is needed. Yeah. All right, Treants now making their way over here to the top right. There's only a minute of mining left in the main gold mines on the bottom side. About less than 5 minutes mining left as well. And this gold mine has a minute left as we're going to be looking at. Well, is that just an illusion? Yes, it is just an illusion. And Moon has constantly been buying wands of illusion from the marketplace and using them with pretty great effect. We are now looking at an entangle onto a knight here. Dryads in the backside. That's gonna be an issue as we're gonna see. Yes, the splattering damage from those mortar teams finishing those units off as those units are trying to head back away. Siphon mana, Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Moon may end up losing his Demon Hunter for a second time here. Down it goes as things are looking good for Sok. Sok sitting at 80 supply here compared to 71. Mountain King now free to use a Stormbolt and Thunderclap however which way he pleases. Mountain Giant down to 533 hit points as the Knights are leading the way, trying to charge in after those units. How a Mountain Giant is slower than a Knight on a horse, I do not really know. That average movement speed seems to be pretty fast. Coming back through, Keeper of the Grove sitting nearly at level 6. Demon Hunter running back home, going to try and heal up once again. Plenty of Knights here to perhaps get in some damage. We're going to look at that, that Mountain Giant trying to come back away. A Thunderclap to try and stop any mana shenanigans on that back line. And that was stopped right there. All right, Mana Flare casting onto those priests as well. They have to be very careful. Mana Flare does start to deal a lot of damage to those priests as well. Mountain King Thunderclap again trying to slow things up. A lot of low hit point Druids of the Claw as that Mountain King is just causing a lot of traffic. All right, follow up Thunderclap again, and you're just seeing how much damage a level 5 Mountain King can do here constantly as we see the Demon Hunter going to be a little bit of trouble. No, able to get Staff of Preservation back home. Level 6 now onto the Keeper of the Grove. Are we going to see a Tranquility be cast? No, he doesn't have the mana for Tranquility. He needs the mana for Tranquility in order to heal back up again. Oh, he tried to Tranquility, but many of those Mountain Giants are still not looking all too well. Mountain King getting in a little bit more, not going to back away again as we're looking at, these Moonwells about to be destroyed, and as infrastructure is getting destroyed, Moon's army and Moon's recovery is just not going to be able to stay alive nearly as long. Blood Mage in that back position, able to siphon the mana away from that Demon Hunter, as the Demon Hunter, well, running back again. Coming back through Tree of Life of Moon, about to fall. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? Yep, a slow clap right there, killing all 5 of those wisps in that position. Mountain King dealing terrible, terrible damage. Coming through once again. What is that Mountain King hoping to do? He knows that the fight, well, if anything's going to happen, is going to be brought to him. He currently has he currently has a gold lead of what, 12, or will have a gold lead of about 1,200 gold after all of this gold is finished mining. And now scout towers are being positioned, and now the peasants, are they actually going to do long distance mining from the expansion here? That would be rather interesting, as we are looking at a couple of units trying to engage. Knights in that front line spot. Mountain King does have a Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter getting Stormbolted, getting Siphon mana. No mana burn possible, as it is going to be invisible. Mountain King coming in once again. Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. There's a follow-up Thunderclap. Siphon mana. Mana burn onto the Mountain King, but now out of mana is that Demon Hunter, as the units are trying to make their way back. Knights are still in that back position, able to fight pretty freely. Tree of Eternity trying to make its way over. Another slowing Thunderclap again. The Tree of Eternity is trying to make its way through, as damage is still adding up. Mountain King is going to be able to get into more Thunderclaps as well. Yes, it is. More Siphon mana away from that Demon Hunter once more, as the mortar teams are just constantly lobbing attacks. Mountain King currently low on mana. Tree of Eternity could end up getting taken down here. It needs a little bit more mana. Mountain King now back up to 180 mana, as that Blood Mage is finally sitting at level 3, giving, well, what is that? Is that 60 mana a second? I believe it's actually, yeah, 60 mana a second onto that Mountain King now, as it tries to make its way over. Does Taunt pierce MK's avatar? I don't quite know. Holy, Sokka is doing really, really well, fighting it out on this map here. Knights are here. The 2 knights currently, well, currently getting staffed of regeneration. What is that? Did they get canceled? Oh no, abolish magic from the Dryads. Are we going to look at a Scroll of Town Portal? There we are. In comes the units. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a Stormbolt? Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter needs to get staffed of preservation. May get staffed of preservation as well. And now it's the Keeper of the Grove in a mad rush back. Knights with that faster movement speed. Will they be able to catch up to the Mountain Giants? Well, it doesn't really seem like it, as the Mountain Giants are able to move pretty quickly. There's a Stormbolt finishing off one unit right there. Mountain Giant going to get quickly surrounded once more. Mountain King going to perhaps go in for a Thunderclap. There's that Thunderclap slowing more units down. Stormbolt finishing off the Keeper of the Grove. Thank you for the follow, as the units are still trying to retreat back away. Mountain King, no boots of speed, double potions of lesser invulnerability, and there is the GG by Moon. Sok taking a game off of Moon here on Echo Isle from DreamHack. Very, very strong game by Sok. Just and yeah, just really strong game by Sok overall. Moon with the shenanigans, buying Wands of Illusion from the marketplace, and then running in with that Demon Hunter to see it get storm bolted. And then, well, the real Demon Hunter shows up with the mana burn, trying to initiate fights in favor. However, Sok's army composition was enough. The fact that the mortar teams were able to safely attack from the back line, dealing damage to those Dryads, really pushed things in Sok's favor. Thanks for watching. Is it the Korean Moon? Yes, it was. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.